somebody requested a no intro, so there you go. Shout out to you, my dude. I honestly, I forget who it was, though. But, yeah, mention yourself in the comments, and we'll go from there. So, as some of you know, I have been out of town. I don't want to say it was vacation. I was driving my mom to Chicago to see family. And, of course, I got to see the family as well. It was a really fun trip, actually. It ended up being super fun. I'm going to tell you guys all about that. But first, the raid stuff that you're here for. Stick around for story time if you are interested later in the video. So, as you all know, we have this guy going on right now. Lysanthir Beast Bane. Personally, I like this guy. I think decreased speed, weaken, and does he bring his own hex as well on the A1, along with increased crit damage buff on himself, which is really interesting. And then, of course, we have this Hydra stuff. Okay, and like the Hydra stuff is fine, but that does not make him just a Hydra champion. Honestly, I think he would have a place in a lot of people's Chimera teams, and I can show you guys what those teams would look like if you want, but putting somebody like an Ugo, a Ninja, anybody else with decreased defense alongside him is going to be very good, especially for people who do not have Lydia yet, or who want to do something different, like Michinaki with MtgJedi. There's a lot of flexibility this guy brings. I'm not trying to talk you into it, because it's too late, honestly. But if you have gotten this guy, you're on track to get him, I think he's going to really help. But for me, I messed up, okay? Apparently, I really thought that the arena tournament ended today, but apparently I was just wrong. And I didn't finish it. I did very little raid stuff. I tried to keep up with the fusion and whatnot, but I was at 364 points out of 390. I should have gotten it just doing dailies. I should have, but I didn't. Alright, so that's one that I absolutely missed. Now, I have time to finish the champion training here, and I think champion training is the most important tournaments and events in the entire game. I honestly think the people who max these out every time have the best accounts, because you're going to have more champions leveled up than other people, which is going to give you more options for content. So if you're wondering, what do I do with my energy? It should always be champion training. It should. And then part number 2, this Gear Ascension tournaments, are we just switching over from Sand Devil to just include Phantom Shogun every time? Is that what we're doing? I wish that we could have... Anyway, I don't know. It's fine. It's better. Then we can do either one we want. And then it's like once every 2 weeks or something, or... Yeah, once every 2 weeks, I think, or once every week. I'm not sure. But either way, I think this is the second most important thing that you can be doing, and I still think we should be farming the dungeons when there's a reason to be doing so. If you're getting the increased speed or increased savage drops in the dungeons, if there's a tournament going on, I think all of that is still valid, and we need a whole video to talk about that at some point. So... for Dungeon Divers, I'm cutting it kind of close over here, I guess. But we still have time, and I do plan on maxing out the Dungeon Divers. If I'm going to go 3,700, I might as well get the Primal Shard as well. You guys want to know how to get Primal Shards when they're in tournaments and events like this? Go after it. I don't care what you want to run, but, like, use some gems, use your energy, like, max it out. You know, you have time. You have time. So, I think that the only thing that I missed is... Oh, speaking of Primal Shards. The only thing that I missed was that one tournament. The arena tournament. I think that's the only one I missed. Because I have the gear enhancement I have not finished yet. So we'll have 25 there. We'll have 25 here for Dungeon Divers. So that will put me at 200. And then up here in the tournaments, we'll have the dragon and the champion training, which will put me at 250. So let's go take a look at the calendar and make sure that we're on track. Yeah, I think that this is enough. I think that I'm on track, and the only thing I missed was the Classic Arena Takedown 1. Because I did Spider, Champion Training, Dungeon Divers, Gear Enhancements, Summon Rush, Fire Knight. That's 6. That puts me at where I'm at right now, which is 150. And then those other 4 that have just started today-ish, then I still have all 4 of those available. So I think that the only one that I'm missing is the Classic Arena Takedown. So that means you should be at 175. Or if you have those other 100, that would be 275. And keep in mind, you can always catch up with the Heroes Path, but I think that that's going to be pretty intensive. So, yeah, let me know if you're still on track with your fusion. I think that that means I'm on track with mine, and that'll be leading up to my birthday, which is great. So I was worried. I was very worried, but I think that that'll work out. So then today on stream, I will just be doing some champion training and dungeon divery things. And then we will work on getting everything squared away and caught up today. So I think that's good. If you would like shards pulled on stream today or tomorrow, and I might stream on Wednesday, I don't know. It depends on how many. I don't know what the schedule is for these champions. But if I'm streaming, or you can message me and I can always do a video and pull shards or whatever. But if you want your shards pulled, just hit me up. I think that pulling for the MtgJedi epics is very valid use of your shards. Very valid. Alright, so next thing is you want to know about my trip, right? So I traveled out to Chicago with my mom, and that is about an 8 to 10 hour drive depending on traffic, depending on stops, and all of those different things. I love driving. I don't know if you know this about me. I love driving. So that is not an issue for me. That is enjoyable. Some people, have you ever watched those? They're like TikTok videos. And in them, it's like the difference between driving in the US versus like the UK or Europe or something. Have you ever watched those videos? Because I find that really interesting and enjoyable to like think about the differences between our countries and whatnot. In the UK, like driving from one place to another is like a long trip. And, you know, this is a long trip for me, which is like 8 to 10 hours. Correct me if I'm wrong, those of you who live in England. Doesn't that get you from one side, like the lowest part of England, to the toppest part? Something like that. I forget what it is. But yeah, it's a long trip. I wonder if I can put it on the screen. Hold on one second. Okay, well, the green screen is definitely going to mess with this. But okay, whatever. So I live here in the Pittsburgh area. And I grew up, actually that's funny that that comes on here, Allegheny County. I grew up by the Pittsburgh airport. And why does it show the ocean? I don't know. Yep, we're going into the ocean. That's exactly what we're doing. So I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And how's that showing on screen? It's okay. That's where I grew up. And then we are heading to Chicago. And so you can see here that that is 6 hours and 49 minutes driving time. That doesn't include stops. That doesn't include traffic. It doesn't include picking my mom up at her house. So it was a long trip, but I love that. You know, I love that. And so that gives you an idea of what I was doing this weekend. 2 of the days, Tuesday and Saturday, we spent driving just the whole day. And then the other days, we spent 2 of the days visiting family. We stayed with my mom's cousin. She's such a wonderful lady. And then we went and visited her brother and one of my cousins. and that was my cousin's family. That was great. She gave me her brother's magic collection, so that was awesome. I've been sorting that and finding some wonderful gems in there. I'm going to surprise her with some money, so that's going to be great. I found a couple cards that I'll be able to sell, so I'm excited to be able to send her a little bit of money for that. And I was able to go to some vintage toy stores in the Chicago area, so shout out to those. Smash Collectibles and a couple of other amazing places as well. If you're in the Chicago area, let me get those for you guys, and I'm going to do a little show and tell as well. Yeah, this is fine. I can put the board game art behind there, right? That'd be cool. So one of the places we went was Toy de Jour. And at Toy de Jour, I got mechs. I got some Power Ranger mechs. It's kind of cutting it off there. I'll put it in front of my face. And I don't really have a Power Ranger collection or anything, but I love Voltron. And so I think just to get more Voltron mech type things, I might start branching out into a little bit of Power Ranger stuff. And I got this one as well. I'm so torn as to whether I should take it out of the package or not. You can't really tell it, but the package is basically disabled. Like, the package is messed the heck up. But I might keep it in there for now. So that was Toy de Jour. My favorite of the places was Smash. And big shout out to Jonathan if he ends up seeing this. He's the owner and runs that store. I collect Battle Beasts, and he gave me a sweet deal on the Battle Beast vehicle, the Ram. And this is actually the second one that I have, but like, it's super awesome cool, and I'm very excited about it. And then last but not least, we went to Throwback Toys. So that's really cool as well. And I got two cool things. I got the Leonardo Samurai, which I've never seen in person. He does have a little blemish. He's missing one of his knee pads. But I had to bring him home. I love Ninja Turtles. And then I got the OG, one of the OG Transformers here, Optimus Prime. I had this literal same toy when I was a kid. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully we'll be getting the G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover. I think that is in the works right now. So that's my little show and tell. We had an absolute blast. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the video. Tell me about your collections in the comments below. And we will be doing some Raid Shadow Legends streaming today. So come hang out on stream as well. And when is this Prism Shard event going? Oh, it's right now. Okay, perfect. So for the Prism Shard event, we have Feral in there. Dang. I like this guy as well, but he is very selfish. He is going to put this perfect veil on himself every time, at least on auto. So he is not auto friendly in my personal opinion, but he is sweet. I gotta decide if I'm doing something about this. Let me know what you think. Should I do that for tomorrow? Alright, come chat on stream. I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.